time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Washington Commanders. The winner here, of course, a trip to Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. Not a bad prize as we are underway in the NFC Championship game. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The play fake, it's Ritter.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Quan Martin there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here we go. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
He sets to fire deep.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And powering through at the 35.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Going for it on 4th down, it's Ritter.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Falcons have struck first in this NFC title game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 22. They begin the drive with Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Working from the gun, Ritter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's go. Blue check. Yellow. Squad red. Set.
They'll run with Robinson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Howell out of the shotgun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Ready. Close, 10. Red, yellow. Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
First down, Falcons.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Ritter. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all these movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Third down, here's Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey?
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 9. Robinson on a give right side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This now a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Cowboy 80.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Faking the handoff. Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A give left side to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Blue striker. Ready?
Ritter from the gun. This one complete to Scott Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Trouble, 38.
And the Falcon first down.
In motion, Hollins. Now Ritter to throw on first down. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Miller. 54 yards. And the Falcons continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Howell.
19-yard line.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And the Commander is first down.
Off play action. It's Howell. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd down throw for Howell. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
That's good for Washington. First down.
Howell from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back in. Has a touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here's Pringle. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Hey, this is what you get paid for. Oh, I'm ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 54 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Going play action. Ritter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill.
Brissett sets to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bates. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Kill.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, kill. Go.
Brissett.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. 2nd and 10.
Check. Hey, Hey, kill. Right there, you're on the ball.
Now Brissett.
Out left to Dotson.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play.
At the 15-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Commanders nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Got go.
On third down, Brissett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Brissett again. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Lefty. Go.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. punching it in from a yard away. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
The score, Falcons 31, Commanders 7.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Ritter. This is Miller, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Ritter now on 2nd down. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Play fake, Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Here we go. Watch out now. Sticky feud.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Ritter's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Back to throw, Ritter.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and game that.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Kyle Pitts with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Falcons have got it on cruise control.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnover.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And the commander is
A first down throw for Brissett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
That's good for a Washington Commanders.
Again, it's Brissett. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check. Go.
From the red zone now, Brissett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The offense on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coup for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Robinson. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Bud Dupree from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
At the 11-yard line.
Throwing, Brissett. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready.
Robinson up the middle.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Brissett on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Brissett.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively.
Hey, kill. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in. And it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
The extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show.